Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Happy Saturday night. It's now Sunday, but right now. It's a perfect timing. What's going on, everybody? Hello. Tonight we're just going to chill. We're going to do a quick pop-on chat. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm doing really good. Thank you very much. A little tired tonight, but I was in Brooke's show and I just freaking fell asleep. Look at my banner. Okay, hang on. Wait, am I going to be able to see it? Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let me peek. Oh, does it? I know. What's up, Don? Okay, hold on, C-Swan. I'm really slow right now. I love it. I love it. It's awesome. Okay, I got a screenshot. That's too funny. Okay, I'm so glad it's not a weird face or anything. Welcome in, friends. That just made me laugh so hard. What's up, Bria? Hello. I am. You know what? I have to tell you guys something so funny. I hope you're all doing well. It's number 218. 218, 1 hour show. Hey, that's awesome. Woohoo! So happy I can come back. I know, I'm so happy for you. That's incredible. Tina! I was listening to Brooke and I was sitting here and I was wrapped up in my Snuggie and I fell asleep. That damn voice, her voice is so good. Oh, I think I just ripped my tea bag. Damn. Hello. I'm so happy, Bria. That's awesome. Yeah, I just kind of ripped a tea bag. I was gonna put some tea in my water over here. Yeah, I totally fell asleep. My husband's like, hey, I heard you sleeping over there on the chair. I said, I know. He's like, I'm surprised you fell asleep at your desk. You were sleeping for a while. I was like, really? I think it was only like 10 minutes. It felt like longer. Yeah, I was like this. And then she raided over to Vault of Interesting, and I woke right up. Because she was playing her techno music. It's Saturday, when she does a dance party. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I was laughing. All right. I think I don't know, that tea bag might have exploded. Anyway, yeah, it was fun. So tonight we're just chilling. I can't find my remote for my little, oh, it's right here. I like a little more light. It's a little too dark, isn't it? Let's see. I don't know. It looks like hell, but okay. Let's go with a little green. Green means go, go, go. Yeah, so how was everybody's day? How was everybody's day? Welcome in. So basically tonight, I'm really gonna do a 30-minute chat. These last few days with kids home for the winter break, and it's wrapping up. I'm tired. I can't believe I'm saying that. Hello, Sunshine. Hello, NTC. Hello, Chris. I know, it's crazy. We've been running around so much that it's kicking my butt, which is a good thing. No complaints there. Dawn, I still got to send you that video. I forgot today. I think it's still one of the windows open up on my computer. Hello, Auntie Billy. Welcome in. I know. I was messing with my OBS today. I figured you've been busy yourself. I was messing with my OBS today because I was messing with this camera. Now I got mine set up right because I'm going to do some card streams. So I wanted to get a camera set up because it's a better quality. And so that's all working now. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of like, it's there, but then I just want to perfect it. Yeah. How was your day? I know I wasn't on Whatnot a whole heck of a lot today. Just tonight I started watching Brooke and then maybe one other stream earlier. Today was like a nice family day. Those days are nice, They're really, really nice to just kind of do nothing. What's going on? Oh, Dawn, I'm thinking about you. Yeah, my dad had that too. Yeah. Just one thing I'll say is time. You know what that means. Spend as much time as you can together. Yeah. But I believe in miracles too. Yeah. Hello. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? Welcome in. We're just doing like a really chill hangout tonight. I'm gonna be back with it selling after my coffee talk show, I think. That's the reality of it. Yeah, so Tuesday morning, I mean, I have a show every single day here on Whatnot. I'm still doing my 365 challenge, which literally goes like this. You know, some of the days, lots of energy. Some of the days, you're tired. It's just real. Going live every single day for 218 days can do that to you. Not burned out by it, just I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up. But I've done some like pretty good shoot. I've done some pretty good like catch up stuff. What's up, Simply? Yeah, exactly. I know. You have to like we can talk about goals if we want. We can talk about goals tonight. Um I have to really prioritize what's important. Hey, Simply, how are you doing? What's important to you as a seller? And I've been thinking about this a lot. And everybody has different goals. Somebody's goal could just be, shoot, I need to make $100 a day or $50 a day. And somebody's goal could be, I need to make $1,000 a day. Or somebody's goal could be, hey, I want to sell this. They pick 20 items. I just want to run these 20 items. I don't really care. They're $3 starts, $4 starts. I just want to run and sell them and do it this way. Or I have a bunch of cats, or I have a bunch of dog, mini animal figures. Could be anything you want. Or hey, I think I want to have a show today, and I want to sell these garbage pail kids. Your goal could be anything. And some people have big goals, and some people have like things that seem like small goals, but it's a big goal to them. As long as you have a goal and you reach it, I think that is like what matters. Um, as for me, I have been rethinking mine as well. And I'm kind of like, hold on, I'm going to check out YouTube real quick. What's up, YouTube? Thank you for coming over. Today's your birthday? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, John Doe. Yes, happy birthday. Wow. Thank you, Caden. Hey, 80s dude, what's up? Anyway, we're kind of talking about, yeah, some of the comments on YouTube just crack me up. But I try to look at them. I don't know what that means, but I'm thinking it's probably dirty. So give me a sec here. Some things I just don't need to know. There you go. I know. We're just chatting about goals, I guess. We can chat about whatever. I mean, I shouldn't say we should get chat about whatever. I don't know. We're just chatting about the goals. Yeah, I think goals. Have you made any goals as a seller? And some people might not be like as a seller. They might not set any goals. They might just, here's my plan of attack. It's not really a goal or resolution or anything, but maybe they want to, do more shows. Buy out now. That's right. Do it. Do I want to know how old you are? Sure. I mean, if you want to share, Caden. So in between talking to Whatnot, I'll be talking to YouTube a little bit here too, because I have a few friends watching over. Someone asked if, well, you heard me. So far, so good. I know. Oh, wow. You're really that, huh? Okay. Well, this is really, where are you located? They said they're 8. Hey, what's up, KG? How you doing? Anyway, goals. Um, Probably gonna have to hide that person from the channel. 8 is a little bit young. Is that your goal? That's beautiful. I love that for you. I think you could do it. One day at a time, right? One day at a time. And I was gonna say the other goal was people maybe have a money goal. This is how much I want to make in the year. Every year I have that goal. I just never, I like won't share it really. And I write it actually at the end of the year. I do this thing. I take an envelope and I write how much I want to make in that year. And I put it in the envelope, close it, and I put it in the drawer. And then in the at the end of the year I open it to see if I've achieved it. And every year I've achieved it plus 10%. So this year I made it higher. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta work hard. I gotta really sell. And I know I can do it. It's just putting all the, creating all the actions that lead you up to that. Tina, I kicked him off my channel. Yeah, it's not for kids. I think so. And I just feel like one day at a time, make a plan, and sometimes not make a plan and just go with it. Sometimes some of those shows when I don't plan, they're the most successful in dollars. And I don't put I'm not putting I love Whatnot so much. I think it's an incredible platform with massive opportunity, but I'm not putting everything in Whatnot. I am listing, other places. But I am listing a huge chunk of it here. What's up, Sarah? How you doing? It just depends too. Certain items, they go for more in other places, and here it's more volume, I think. But it totally depends what you're selling too. Yeah, sometimes random shows are the best shows. I agree. Yeah. Like I've done card shows and I've done like way better than I ever thought. So I definitely am doing more of those. That's why I spent so much time getting the OBS thing set up with the cards, because I want to have a good quality camera on the cards, not me on the cards. And now I've kind of got that. I've got it kind of figured out. I just got to clean up all the wires so they don't hang down and get in the way. It's so many damn wires. So I don't know. I got to fix that. That's the last thing I have to fix. Once I fix that, then it's so many cables. Let's see, one, two. There's like 4 cables going that the camera. No, 3. I took one out. T Swan, what's up? No, I mean Taylor Swift is in the house. What's going on? I fell asleep watching Brooke. I was sitting at my desk. I just snoozed. I was like, here. Is that ding voice? The voice is so good. Yeah. Well, that sounds kind of weird, huh? I don't know. Does anybody want to share any goals? Does anybody set? You don't have to say exactly what it is. Like if you have a goal that's like, okay, I want to make. You don't have to say the amount, but like for example, someone told me in Red Chat it, I want to make this much this year. That's my goal. Some people say I want to sell, X amount of items. Hey friends, welcome in. I'm gonna hold on. I'm going to Google it, but maybe you can help. Okay, what do you do if something you ship arrives broken? Um, did you pack it? Did you not pack it good enough to arrive? Was it glass? If did the buyer reach out to you? Usually, like right now, since the new return program is still, she did. Okay, so here's what happens. One of two things can happen. Was it like a high amount of money? Two things. So a lot of times if you tell her, and if you didn't pack it right, it's gonna break. If it's glass and you didn't like double box it, it's gonna break. But sometimes like just things happen. So depending on the amount, you can always say, because obviously it could go either way, your fault or the post office. You can have her contact Whatnot. She can get a full refund, but she or he, they have to, like, provide pictures. Will it ding you? For 30 days, it will. It will be on your account for a while, but it doesn't really impact your account. I really don't think so. But once they do the full return thing, you're able to do a refund. Okay. And right now I'm in the beta for it. I'm not the best candidate to test it because knock on my desk here, I have not had any um returns or refunds. I've had a couple issues where something's broken and Whatnot takes care of the buyer. Um, I would probably either do one of two things. Either tell her, I'll take care of you, I'll give you $5, whatever it is, off on your next purchase, and then they'll purchase with you. Then there's also the double side of it. They could still go to Whatnot and contact and say, hey, I got the item and get a double dipper. Yeah, so I'm not sure, Dawn. What's up, Maple? I wanted to finish my thought before I said, what up? Yeah, my goal is to quit buying shit and clear out. I love that. I love that, Sarah. I hope to at least make 20,000 and put it away in the bank. I love it. That's a good one. Yeah, it's kind of weird with the return thing. It really is. I, so the way it works in the future is going to be this. If you sell something and you don't pack it right, it's just like other platforms. You're going to have to like refund them the money for it. So I would start, even if you're a small seller or a big seller, you got to have that cash, keep it in your reserve and your Whatnot for those kind of instances because you may have to return somebody money for it. I I don't, like I said, I don't have any returns in there and I can't really test it. I don't want to test it. But if the issue arrives where, the person contacts me because it's with Whatnot, if there's damage, there's insurance on the package. But when we have to handle our returns, I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out yet. And I'm sure I'll find out in the next couple of weeks. And I don't know the rollout date for everybody. Um, Hold on, I'm gonna ask Tina. Tina asked a question. I know people are not supposed to promote themselves on other platforms. So is it advertised on their thumbnail photo? Is that okay? No, it's not. Uh, if somebody has I mean, what are you gonna do about it? Whatnot will police it. If they see it, they'll probably let the person know, hey, you can't do that. It's like me making my thumbnail and then putting, like, I could put YouTube, I could put Instagram, I could put TikTok, I could put those logos on it. But I don't think they want us putting like eBay, Mercari, Poshmark logos on our thumbnail. I'm pretty sure those platforms don't want to see Whatnot, eBay, or all the others, right? So it kind of goes two way. Yeah, so I don't have a date for you, Dawn, yet. I'm in beta customer service and we had to do a refund. They took it out of my account. It was the post office fault. Yeah, see, I don't. Did you have a damage? Yeah, well, if you read like original terms of service from Whatnot, which is all the policy, kind of like the policy what they create as a business to like cover their ass. It literally says they can take money out of your account at any time for an order, especially if this kind of stuff happens. So it's already been in the works. It's just they were being cool about it. What's up, Marianne? They stole your monkeys. How do you get out of beta? Just write them and tell them you don't want to be in beta. But eventually everybody's going to have it that way. Lost in transit, then that's where you file an insurance claim. And then if you've refunded already and they took the money, so who's getting who's filing an insurance claim? That makes no sense. If it got lost by the post office, you have the right to get a refund. If they've deducted already, I would file an insurance claim. Go to USPS.com and file on a claim. And then take a screenshot of it showing them take it out of your account because you might have to provide that. I would definitely. And if the tracking says take a screenshot of all the tracking where it shows the status of it, because back in the day, I remember USPS, they used to guarantee the shipping time, right? And if they didn't deliver in the time, you would get a refund. There were so many times I got refunds, And then a couple of years went by of that, the good old days, yeah. They stopped doing that. They do not guarantee mail. There's no guarantee on mail. But I've had packages lost like that. So I don't does Whatnot file a claim on those? I don't know, but if, you had to give the money back, did the person get to keep the item? No, they never got it, you're right. Yeah, no problem. If you ever sell and whatnot, right? When Whatnot handles it, Whatnot doesn't take out the seller's account. So they took it directly out of your account because you're in beta. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, if you think about it like this, it sucks, number 1. But number 2, I would file a claim so you can get the money back on that because now you're out an item. But here's another thing you could do actually before you open a claim. Take the tracking number, take a screenshot, print it out, whatever. Take the tracking number to your local post office and have them locate the package. Put a locator on it. If they can put a locator, they can trace where it's at. Even though the tracking online says what it is, the post office is like the FBI. They can find the package. So if they find the package, they'll route it to the person. It'll still update the tracking. As soon as it gets delivered, you have to send that to Whatnot, and they will refund you they will refund it to you. Yeah, no, don't do it on your midnight pee break. That's right. Don't do it. It's a pain in the butt. But if you think about it, the percentage that of the time that this happens, it's so small. It's so small. My returns or any kind of refunds was way under 1% of my business. Maybe like 0.25. It was what's up, kid? How you doing? Yes, it's such a low amount. But sometimes they happen all at one time and it can hurt you at that time, right? What's up, Johnny? Happy New Year. How was your Catalina Island trip? I bet it was amazing. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Yeah, let's see. And all the time with the post office where I had an issue, I had a package disappear, not get delivered. I went and I had put a locator on it and like it took a couple of weeks. And what happened is it went to freaking Atlanta. It was supposed to go to New York. It went to Atlanta and it sat in the hub for like the 2 weeks. Because the person wanted a refund. I'm like, I'm not gonna refund you. The package is on the way. There's only so much I could do, but if you could be patient, I'd really appreciate it. So I know every time it goes there, every time. Anyway, so then they got back to me or whatever, and they're like, no, we're gonna reroute it and we'll have it there in 2 days. So the person got the package. They were so happy with it, but they wanted a refund. Thankfully, I was able to do that, but they rushed it for me. And it's because I know my post office, but still, the swipe button needs to be disabled on my account between 1 and 6 a.m. Auntie Billy, I feel you. That's pretty funny. I stopped my mailman at a traffic light because he left a pink slip and didn't even bother delivering. Jerk. You told him off. Did you tell him off in Russian? I still have not received socks I ordered in 2014. But those guys still call you about your car insurance, I bet. Oh, you had an amazing time. You're gonna go again? That's awesome. Johnny's my friend over on YouTube, and he went to Catalina Island for New Year's Eve. Black tie event. How fun, huh? He gave you the package at the red light? Poor guy. What's up? What's up? What's up, Madison's Craft Corner? Hey, you guys, Madison's Craft Corner is doing a 365 project. Make sure you follow and go check out her shows. Yeah, I inspired her, she said. She's doing it. How many days? She's psycho. I mean, I already knew that before. I just didn't want to, ruin it. She's an artist and she does custom Funkos, but that's not like the only thing she does. She paints on canvas. She's going to do some painting classes where you can, like kind of like She'll send you an art kit, you buy it, and then there's gonna be a show where you come and paint with her. Like, she's really a true artist. She don't print it off Google. It's all up here and then comes out really good work. Yeah. She is awesome, Psycho, and her shows are fun. They're just chill. They're just chill, hang out, chat. Yeah, they're nice, just kinda relaxing, you know? And she does some 3D printing. I don't know, you're not doing the 3D printing though, really, right? Or your hubby? I know she can do it. Do I have any? I have some 3D stuff that I got from her. Oh, maybe I gave it to my daughter already. Oh yeah, she did take both of them. She gave it to her friend, the kitty cat. The kitty cat. Oh, the taco place. The taco place was so good. So there's a taco place we like to go to. 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away, and their tacos are really good. But they have like a You're gonna break it out. Is that the one you bought for your son? Come on. You think it's a mistake? Hold on. Good, Sarah. I'm glad you're gonna do that. You're streaming too long. You're streaming too long. You gotta do like I did. Stream for 5 days. You're not, but it's a lot, right? Just do like start out, pace yourself, but you also do it weird hours. That's what you're doing. It's a lot. Yeah. I know when I started out, I was like, what am I thinking here? And then I continued, and then I was kinda like a zombie, I'm not gonna lie. I just went with it, and I was selling a lot of the nights. And then I got in and then I did 5 months, and it kinda went a little faster, and I just functioned, and then I got into a slump. I'm in the slump still, where I just was lazy. I'm just gonna be real. Not lazy, just I wanted more of a chill and no pressure, chill. I loaded the bin. It's just I don't know, I'm in that, but I'm ready to get out of that. And I was also testing, the stream with chats and late night talk shows. So tonight was just gonna be low key because kept forgetting to kick my own ass and go, "Okay, listen, you don't have to have a marathon chat show or hangout or selling show every night that's super long." Because there was a couple where I messed up and I went 4 hours. The 3 hour was my mark. Yeah. But then you're just kinda blurred because, if you're selling, you gotta ship, and then you gotta rest, then you gotta do all the mommy stuff, right? And then I have some work stuff I have to do also, and then it just became like, I'm burnt. I'm tired. I'm not burnt out. I guess, just tired. Yeah, but your orders are slammed. It's a good thing. Yeah. This is where you limit yourself. This is where you learn about healthy boundaries, right? Because if you don't learn about them, you're gonna burn out. You know what, Maple? Go live every day for 2 minutes. Make a fool of yourself. People will laugh. Do it. Yeah, do it. People want a hangout thing, realistic stuff. Yeah, see? Aunt Billy said yes. Do it. Hey, Heart Centered Soul, how you doing? I'm just scrolling back. What's up? Insomnia Club in the house. Paranormal says, well, with the new rates with UPS and workers quitting, good luck finding packages, much less refund. I don't have an issue with UPS at all. I don't know anything about their workers quitting, but can't be any worse than Amazon with all their chaos. Hey, Chaos Cards, how you doing? You're gonna have to get creative because I cannot take orders every day. Yeah, maybe this guy I know on here. You know what I'm gonna say right now? This husband guy of yours sure has his OBS stream set up nice. So maybe I'm gonna give him some shit. He can set it up for you. Maybe you can put a camera. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe he can set that up for you, and he could put a camera on the 3D printer, print a job, hang out with me, office cleaning, whatever. But yeah, you totally need that. You've are okay, then I'll bother him. I'll tell him, "Listen, coder," right? No, no. He's your husband, but I know him. It's like, yeah. Nope, doesn't listen. But it would be cool. They don't. They don't. They don't. I know. Some do. Some do. Yeah. Mine sometimes doesn't. But like today is like, yeah. Just laugh. Yeah, sometimes he does, sometimes not. Right. I actually tease my husband. I say, um, I usually will be like, I'm gonna have to call my boyfriend over since you won't do that thing for me. He's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, hey boyfriend, come on." Then I tell him he's my boyfriend, so then he likes it. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, so it's I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But you just get creative and do some different things. I don't know. Get it. Have a show with the dog. You come up with stuff, but don't like overthink it. What's up, Jen? How you doing? I know. I'm all the time. I'm thinking. I make a list too. Yeah, make a list of what kind of shows you want to have. Maple. Oh, I hope she feels better. I hope she feels better. Is she's working towards that Ferrari? Yeah, one more day and then back to school, right? Or is she gonna get her? She's gonna be like, "Oh, I think I'm sick Monday morning." Yeah, I know. I was thinking you homeschooled your kids, but no, you're not. Mm, is Madison up? Hi, Madison. You didn't even write that. I already knew. Hi, sweetie. Oh gosh, I know. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, cute. I. It was that was a different time. I was just looking at my pictures tonight, thinking that was gonna be. It's gonna be 5 years that that all started. It's nuts. But today we went to the mall and we had a lot of fun and the kids were not happy they're gonna go back on Monday. Oh, you're backwards again. Your kids went to school Thursday and Friday? My niece cried because it wasn't fair. I know. Yeah, 'cause she's homeschooled. Hey, Vintage Alley. Welcome in, friends. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I know. Oh, no public school, yeah. I, I was thinking, like, how that was 5 years ago and kids have gotten older and more mature, they understand things. Um, but I just was like, "Wow, that means they have 6 months left of school, and then it's summer, and then we repeat it all over again." And then it's gonna be like, "Wow, I can't believe my one kid will be going to basically pretty soon going to college." That's weird. Yeah, we'll be doing all that, checking all that stuff out here. It's crazy how time goes so quick. So if you have the little ones, don't blink. Oh, they may have short vacations. I've almost survived it, I know. Thankfully, like, I know everybody's like, "Oh, my kids are so good." I mean, thankfully, really, my kids are pretty good. They're pretty easy. Sometimes it's not easy, though. Yeah, the days are long, but the years are short. They're so short. It's crazy. I mean, I remember my parents, like, even saying that, and they had 5 kids. Um, but, like, my daughter, like, on the other hand, pretty easy. Pretty easy, teen and girl, moody, but my son's is, like, harder, way harder. Yeah, because he has the IEP and the school's just I gotta fight him on every damn thing. Yeah. I think maybe the firstborn, I don't know, she was pretty chill, she could color for days. Other one came along, she was about 3.5. Great kid, just very active. Yeah. My son is but he's perfect at school. Oh, that's a good thing. Yeah. Hard at home because he wants you all your time, right? Now you gotta bust out the 3D printer. We have one. We bought our kid one, like, a year and a half ago on his birthday, and we probably printed, like we were into it for, like, a few months, and then it's just sitting there because he messes it up. That's oh, behavioral. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like that's kinda like a common thing on boys, because boys are, like, active normally. Yeah, and just they wanna be out, they wanna move. Because my kid's like that. Now that he's a little bit older, he's a teenager. Not so much. Like, we did all the baseball, we did all the sports and stuff. It just wasn't his thing either. It is. Yeah, and, because they're the age difference in the 2 of them, like, most kids, uh, boys and girls, they don't play together. Like, he doesn't play with her and hang out sometimes, but so he wishes he had, like, a little brother or something, and I'm like, "Well, sorry." He just wants to play. Yeah, exactly. Mine too, mine's the same, they're like twins. Um, that's all my kid wants to do. We bought him an iPad for Christmas because he literally plays iPad and Switch. But he has a couple of friends, like, they'll call, and he has a YouTube. Oh my god, D, what? Oh, you got an iPad too, didn't you? Aggressive. Yeah, the and if you pay attention to, what kinda games he's playing, because I noticed when my son, he really likes, like, literally, like, fighting games, and I noticed when he plays with this particular kid, I love the kid, it's like his best friend, but he is such a jerk, they're like jerks to each other, and the aggression comes out, so I have to, like, cut him, "Alright, time out. You guys gotta chill out," you know? But there's this other kid who's, like, his friend, I think he's a little bit older, not much. He's great. I love when he plays with my son because I don't hear the when they get killed in the game and they're screaming or that you can hear 'em pound on the desk. I don't hear any of that with this kid, and I've listened to 'em speak to each other, it's, like, respectful, so it's like that more mature kid, so I'm hoping, like, he doesn't play with the other kid as much. Yeah, and when I ask him about the kid, he'll be like, "Oh, no, he's" they travel a lot, the family. He's in, like, some I think he went to Singapore or somewhere, like, how awesome. But it's kind of been nice because there's no fighting. And then one of my friends here and whatnot, her son and my son actually started playing each other because they're all into Godzilla. But then they don't because they only have a certain way. But now he has the iPad, so he shuts down one. Yeah, mine does that. Or I don't know. I can't remember. Yep. And they play that damn Roblox. Yep. Okay, wait. I want to read what you said. Yeah, I saw your post. He got you an iPad for Christmas and a Kindle. Nice. And you got a what? I don't know the Kindle one. Is it like for reading? Oh, I saw your thing. Yeah, and it's kind of like so when because I don't know. This is how I feel like when I know he's getting like triggered like that. I give him I front load him with the information of like, hey, you need to take a break instead of like, it's like a normal frustration. Some kids can handle it, some kids can't. They're like pissed off and get all angry and aggressive. And then they just need that calm down kind of period. Like, I don't wanna punish them and be like, "Give me that damn iPad for being like that." But then I have a timer on the iPad, but now when school starts, I gotta program it. Yeah, I gotta fix the programming, and he's not gonna be happy, but I don't really care. Reading or writing, taking notes, writing that's awesome. "Stacy, hello, how are you doing?" Yeah, and my daughter, like, she games with her friends online, and I'll be sitting here, and I'm surprised I haven't she must have went to bed. 'Cause all the friends hang out online now. That's how they talk. They don't talk on the phone. It's weird. All of a sudden, I'll be sitting and I'm doing something or I'm doing what and I hear, "Ah!" It scares the shit out of me. "What's up, Emmy's junk? How you doing? Welcome in, Diana." Yes, earn it. I used to do this thing when my son was younger, 'cause I know you told me your son's age before. Oh, maybe when he started, like, about 7-ish, I had mommy bucks, like, I designed my own mommy bucks, and when you did chores or, like, duties, so I didn't really call them chores, I call them something else, you would earn mommy bucks, and so mommy bucks could be redeemed for screen time. It worked out really good for a while, actually. "What's up, Zeke? How you doing? Hey, Kelly. Hey, Linda." We're just kinda chatting. Anyway, my kid had saved up, and it was $5 mommy bucks for 1 minute. Yes! I loved it. He loved that. Yeah. So, here's the thing with my kiddo, then if he had done enough that he had 100 mommy bucks, then I would game him. And I'm good at gaming, so it's like a challenge for him, because then sometimes I kick his ass in the game, and so he likes that. And, then we ended up playing for, like, 2 hours. We even made, like, a YouTube channel and everything, like, where we game each other, it's funny. Uh, she loved it. I saw the picture. How cute. Yeah, but it was just fun to, hang out with him, because like, I'm gonna blink and he's gonna be a grown up. Because he's already taller than me now. It's, like, crazy. But I love that you did the coupon. Yeah, it's crazy, and, now my daughter I don't game with. Sometimes she'll play Roblox with us. Sometimes. But it's almost like he needs that one-on-one kinda friendship. When there's too many, it's too much going on, could be a little overstimulating with the other kids too. But the one kid, oh man. So one day I came in his room because I had to, like, I was bringing him, like, a little platter, a little plate with snacks on it, because it was summer, and he was on the iPad, so they call on the iPad, and then they play Roblox. So, the kid like, last year, my son was playing a game with him, and I guess they cussed, and my son said the F word or something, I don't really know. And kids are gonna do this when they're not around you. I don't want them to be using that language, but I'm realistic that I know they say it like crazy in middle school, right? So if I tell the more you tell a kid, "Don't do that," they're gonna do it. So I guess he said it, and the parents, like, contacted me and was like, "He can't be talking like that, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll have a talk with him. Thanks for telling me." And I'm like, "Tattletales." Um, so my son is talking, fast forward a year later, and my son is, aw, my son is, like, talking, and all of a sudden I hear the one kid who he fights with all the time say the F word, and I was like, "See, this is what the thing is, I would never contact his parents to tattletale on him. I would talk to the kid and be like, 'Hey, listen, come on.' I don't understand why they had to contact me, first of all. 'English Mickey, hello.'" She subbed her to aw. Yeah, I mean, I'm a realist. I know my kid is gonna cuss like that at school. I can only tell him, "Hey, come on, watch your language. In the house, I don't want," but, like, I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Like, they're gonna say it, they're gonna say it. I don't want them to get comfortable with it that they slip up and say in front of, like, grandma or grandpa, you know what I mean? But my mom is, we say that word. It happens, exactly. So, but I don't wanna be that. So what I did was my son got embarrassed, but I said to the kid, I said, blank, and we'll call him Joe. "Joe, now, Steve got in trouble for saying the F word by your parents tattletaled," which is I don't do that, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, if he's getting in trouble for it, you need to watch your mouth. "Okay, I'm sorry." I said, "Okay." And then, like, a couple minutes later, and the other kid, the one that's, like, real calm and, like, mature, he's like, "You guys need to not cuss like that." Like, he's kind of a good kid. Um, and then I heard him cuss too. I'm like, "What am I gonna do? Put him in timeout?" I mean, I don't know. But I just asked him, "Alright, guys, you know, what am I gonna do?" Yeah, it happens. 'Cause I know at school, they're like, no adults around. They're gonna say what they wanna say. Yeah, you told your kids to use bathroom words in the bathroom, right? They probably are. You know what? The microphone is sensitive, you can hear everything. You can hear everything. You walked by the bathroom one time, and I hear most horrendous F word and C word everywhere. But you said you're allowed to do it in the bathroom. That's a good one. You sure can. Yep. Yeah, like, the daughter, when I don't like, I'm just not uptight like that, I don't care. Don't use it at it's how you s the thing is for me, I think, I learned this young from my mom, it's how you say it in the right? They were 8 and 9. That's awesome. "Hey, what's up, digital minds, my friend? How are you?" Yeah, I don't know, there's it's just how the word is used. Yeah, as they got older, as teens, oh, I can't wait for this. But, like, if my kid will be telling me something and he doesn't say cuss he might say sh you know? Yeah, in the middle of the woods, right. That's funny. I did get told, like, because the 2 okay, I won't go into detail of it, but basically the 2 boys are having a conversation about certain things boys do, and I got called by the principal about it, and I'm like, "Handle it. Why are you calling me? This is stupid." These are boys, they're gonna talk about this stuff. They were outside on break and someone tattletailed, and I'm like, "You're the principal of discipline. Give me a break. Don't call me for this anymore." I mean, I'm kinda glad she called me, but it's, like, ridiculous. I Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just teach you exactly. Teach them, well, my neighbor she was appalled by that, huh? Here's the thing, like, I'll never say to anybody, "Oh, you should do this and this with your kid." There's a lot of people that like to tell you how to raise your children. He would be livid about it, yeah. I know, my husband too. I'm more easygoing, yeah. I let them there's a thing we do in the car where I know, it's okay, I totally understood what you meant. There's a thing we do, like, sometimes in the car, I let them say what they need to get off their minds, because they're judged at school, they're judged with their friends, I'm not judging them, I listen. So, a lot of times, I don't like what they're saying, but there's a rule, I don't ask questions, because if I ask questions, I criticize my kid, they're never gonna come to me and be open about what's going on with them, and there's a lot of kids that don't have parents that are like that, and, yeah, we gotta keep our kids, like, going in the right direction. But every kid is different, right? They're not I don't know, that's just my feeling on it. And so far, it's working out. But like some of the friends that my kids have, their parents are terrible. Would I ever go to tell them how to raise a kid? No, but they literally don't spend any time with their kids. They don't talk to their kids. And some of them, all they do is work. Other ones, they don't care. Yeah, it's so weird. But I'm not a helicopter parent, When they were tiny little ones, yeah, because you gotta keep them safe. But as I've gotten older, I've gotta give them some trust too. Used to have a daycare, and I never ever came across a bad child. It's the parents, I know. And the kids if the kids are misbehaved, there's other things. It could be, like, behavioral, it could be autism, it could be ADHD, that those kids get, like, labeled, "That's a bad kid," and it's not. One of my good friends is an awful parent, but it's not your place to correct it, right? Yeah, I have a couple of friends like that where it's kind of funny, like, I don't know how you say it, it's like, are they hypocrite? Maybe. Like yelling and cussing, calling oh, see, that's terrible. That's actually like a form of abuse. I mean, it is a form of abuse, just so you know. You know that already. Yeah. Yelling doesn't do shit. Yelling just is like if someone comes at you and they're yelling at you, you're probably not gonna deal with them. Imagine being a kid and having a parent yell at you like that. None of us had parenting training, right? We only have what we were taught by our parents, correct? Yeah, I see a lot of that too. When I had a time where I was like it seemed like I was just yelling and instead of just talking with my kids, and I changed my parenting completely. Um, and it was more beneficial to, like, calm down and know, like, if I'm irritated because my kid didn't get off his game when I told him, that the way I delivered that message to his brain was it wasn't the way his brain wanted to reciprocate it. That is not gonna help him. So I had to completely change it. I read so many freaking books. I read so many books, and then I started studying, like, the diagnosis and stuff, and I was like, "Wow, no wonder why that doesn't work." And that was probably about 7 years ago. "Bolt, what's up?" Yeah, the more we know about our kid, like, each kid is different, hot and cold, you know? And the more I understood that, it is so hard. I can keep my cool for so long. Then you lose your shit and yell, yeah. And I know, like, now, like, I can lose my shit and I can yell, but it's weird how much I've learned where I've controlled that. My husband's opposite. He hasn't learned about, like, all the different things with ADHD and autism and stuff like that. It's like your superpower when you know that. So I'm down to about 2 times a year yelling. I'm more like, "Let's go." Like, there's always and I know going back to school Monday is gonna be brutal. Yeah, but I've been, like, trying to front load them and tell them, "Okay, we'll go back." "I know already, mom." I said, "Okay, you better get up on your own." Yeah, you get balance is tough. "What's up, Bull? How are you?" You had to flip-flop when Madison said yeah, you were the tough parent. And then, it's like, I said like, sometimes I'm just like, am I too hard? But also, I think when they grow up, they'll realize, like, you know, you love the love languages, yeah. They're teenagers. I usually don't say the exact age, Vicky. You're the everything parent, I know. Just make sure you take care of you, friend. Make sure you slow down, fill your cup first, and then you can fill his cup. Yeah. You were the no parent, and I think she was afraid to talk to me. Good. Yeah, and when you're not approachable. And it depends too, like, just like, they're little humans. They're gonna have a bad mood, a good mood, and maybe, like, have a teenage daughter where it's difficult, but it's not like I can talk to her about most things. Some things I don't need to know. I don't need to know about everything, and I'm okay with that. I used to not be, but now I'm totally okay with that. You just woke up, thought you said, "Yeah, I'm on doing my thing." I did yell the other day, but it went like that. You were at your limit. Yeah, that's fair. I know. My husband was joking around tonight. He said, because we went to the mall and we had dinner and everything to the taco place. And then we came home and then he had his iPad, right? And it was kind of funny. He said, "Okay, now go in your room and I'll see you tomorrow," because of the gaming thing. And I'm not kidding you. I said, "No, he'll be out at about 9 o'clock. He'll want some dinner." And he wasn't hungry. Okay, that's good, Madison. My advice to parents is allow their friends to eat you out of house and home. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, with us, we don't live close by all the friends, but they're getting together all the time with the friends. Well, the older kid is. My son, I honestly he has, like, 4 friends that he's kinda tight with. I'm not gonna let him go to their house. One mom is nuts. The other people, I don't really know them, so I don't trust anybody with my kids. Hey, Valerie, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Hello, happy New Year. Let me tag you down here. Thank you so much for the raid. We're just kinda talking about kids, talking about our children. How was your show? I hope it was a good one. Hello, Wilma. Happy New Year, friends. Yeah, I invite them over. I just can't let my kid go with the parents. Ones especially I don't know. When they're little, it's one thing, you form, like, a bond and friendship, but even then, you don't really know people, right? Yeah, and nowadays, that's been a new thing, just started playing. Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm glad you had a good show, that's awesome. You just had 2 boys over this week, and I wanna lose my sh I had 5 my it was my son's birthday, like, a few months back, and we had 5 boys over. One of them came sick, so my son got sick for about 2 weeks. I had Yeah, I don't do sleepovers, that's a no way. Aw, thank you, Sarah. I don't do sleepovers. Uh, yeah, I'm not comfortable with that. Now, we have one really good friend. I've known that family for a long time. We've had their kid over multiple times. Uh, that family I trust, so sometimes the dad picks up my son and I pick up his kid. Like, they've been best friends since kindergarten or 1st grade, actually. Yeah, but now they're getting older and did different things. Oh. Am I selling undergarments? I guess you really wanna get blocked, huh? Okay, bye-bye. Okay. Yeah, I gotta report. I think I did already, but you could check. I know, I don't know. They have a verified account too. So, just hold on. Give me a sec, you guys. Okay, thanks. Uh, okay, I wanted to make sure they were out. Alright, I think we're caught up here. What a question, I know. Thank you. Hold on a second. Just bear with me a second. Sometimes people come in and they're trolls, you gotta get rid of them. They invited him for sleepover, I was like, "No, I can pick." Yeah, thank you. Honestly, um, to be honest about it, I know a lot of people don't care if their kid sleeps over at other people's house, but it's maybe you know the family, and I won't get into all of that because people are allowed to do whatever they want, but you don't know who comes over. There's an uncle or an aunt, and they're just not a good person. One of my biggest things was I always was like, "Hey, do you have any, pew-pews?" Because people are irresponsible with those things. And I had, I don't think I've ever told the story here, and I won't get into it. But when I was in high school, I went to like a ditching party, and let's just say the end result was not very good. So I have a very high alert on those kind of things. So that's really why I'm real protective of my own kids. And you can't unsee things that happen, and it's very traumatic. Um, but yeah, people are not responsible and they just leave. Back when I was in high school, they left one laying around, and let's just say one of the friends didn't make it. My daughter hated scary movies, so yeah, and it vary. So, unfortunately, people are stupid with that stuff. Yeah, well, I get that. Well, yeah, um, and that's okay to be protective that way because you can't undo that kind of trauma. So, um, I have another friend too. I started talking to some of the moms about it, like that I know, and like 95% of the moms were like, absolutely not. Now that my daughter is older, she can sleep over a couple friends' houses. But I waited for a while. Yeah. Yeah. Once the damage is done, no taking it back, right? But she's older now. She's tough as nails, and she's aware and alert, and you know, of things like that, but still. And if she never feels comfortable, like one time she slept over at a friend's, and she called me and said, "Mom, can you come get me? I don't feel comfortable being here." And I said, "Okay, we can go." And there was like an uncle there, and he was real weird. I said, "No problem with that. You won't be sleeping there again." Yeah, and she just stayed till like 11 o'clock at night. I slept. Hey, Marshy, how you doing? Yeah, like as a teen, I slept over like at three people's house. It wasn't a bunch of people. Yeah. Hello, Rick Neff. How you doing? Thank you for the raid. We're just kind of hanging out chatting. Appreciate it. I hope you had a good show. Thank you for choosing to raid over here. I'm doing good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. What do you sell? All right, hold on. I'm going back and forth because I'm using the app and then I'm using my computer. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Everybody give a follow. Jewelry. I love it. Like contemporary or like costume contemporary or vintage. Let me make sure I'm following you too. I am following you. All kinds. Right on. Well, everybody give a follow. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Like I said, we're just kind of hanging out, chatting about. Right now, we're chatting about kids, but we'll chat about a little bit of stuff. I'll probably stay on until 1:30 ish. You wouldn't sleep anywhere, even in high school. I missed my mom and would call her to pick me up. I don't think I'd ever be able to move out. Yeah, I know. I really loved being with my parents. That's where a code fades. Yes. Yeah, we have code words actually. Everybody should have a code word with their kids. It's a word that only you know, and when they're not feeling safe, or if another adult's going to pick them up, they have to know the code word, and we always have that. Um, you slept over at my friend's all the time, and I'm thankful I was able. Right, they got you away from the mess. Exactly. Yeah, I have one in case someone steals my voice using the AI. Do you really? I love it. Yeah, we still have the code word. It's actually been the code word forever, and no one knows it. But I used to, unfortunately, I'd have to tell my kids, like, okay, if someone ever comes to pick you up and they say, "Oh yeah, your mom's sick," how stupid. Isn't that suck? You have to tell your kids that, but you never know. What if I didn't teach them that? They would go with the person. And I said, even anyone that we know, like I had a really good friend that would pick them up sometimes, and she had the old code word at the first time. And so we taught them that if they don't have the code word, they don't go with the person, get away. And but we've never had any issues with that. You stayed the night a lot when I was a kid. We even had a lockout in a school. There was it's interesting, but today it would be a no. Yeah. Wait, on your mom's honeymoon, I called her when I had to stay at my grandparents' house. Aw, I know. I miss my mom. She's at home. She's at 85 years old. But I was telling my husband the other day, I think I'm gonna have a sleepover at my mom's and go sleep over and visit her. And he's like, "What?" Like I miss her. I know. I'm gonna go see her this coming week because I'm gonna start videotaping her. Get those stories preserved. I'm trying to think like as a kid. Yeah. Well, I get it. What's that like? I know. Yeah. Well, understandable. I had friends that they had not great parents, so they would stay at our house. And I've always told my daughter, if you have a friend that, it's like I don't a lot of times people don't open their door like that because they don't want the drama with the parents. You just stay with your daughter 31 over. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. But a lot of my I had a few friends that they didn't have, like, stable parents. I guess that's the right word. She calls you all day. I've raised many kids that aren't my biological, and I've loved that's awesome, Tara. Yeah. My door is always open to my daughter's friends. Um, my son too. 'Cause I think, you know, I don't know. I've seen a lot of kids that don't get that kind of love and support do things that are not reversible. And so, I never wanna see the kids have to do that. Do your boys call a couple times a week? I used to talk to my mom every single day, and then she could talk for, like, 2 hours about nothing. But it was something to her, but it was just at random. And then it's weird, like, because she gets a little dementia, she, like, forgets to call me, or if I call her, she's, like, tired and sleeping now. But the other day, like, 'cause the new iPhone, the update, I could record the call. So the day she's like I told her, "I'm gonna record this call," because she was gonna tell me the story. She said, "Okay." So it says, "The call has been recorded," and then it starts recording it, and it types out the whole thing. But she was telling me, like, a story about her, uh her great-grandfather. Wait, was it great-grandfather? No, it's her grandfather, it's my great-grandfather, and it was, like, the best story ever. Because I wanna, like, save those for this video I'm doing. Yeah, absolutely. If I didn't have those safe havens, I wouldn't have survived. I know. Madison Scarf Corner and I have, like, talked in the middle of the night for, like, what, 5 hours? So, I'm glad that you had that. Yeah, open the doors for those kids, even if you don't know the situation. Maybe. Yeah, all kids deserve a safe space and cared for. Yeah, and even if you don't agree with the kid and their lifestyle, they need somebody to look up to, especially if they don't have the positive parents. Even if you don't agree with it. So me, I'm that parent. Yeah, I will. I will always have a place. I don't want the parents, but the kids are more than welcome. The parents and all that drama, no thanks. Yeah, you're that auntie. That's awesome. I know. I just can never imagine being, "Hey, cat, how you doing? Hey, Earth Child." Yeah, this is a safe place, 100%. And I don't. I just don't understand how some parents reject their kids when they're like 14. We had a friend, but someone helped the kid. The parents basically, "Hello, Callie girl, how you doing?" Hey, yeah, I'm good, Cat. Thank you. How are you doing?" Their daughter was gay, and they completely rejected her. Wanted to send her like conversion school. I'm like, doesn't work like that. And so one of my friends took her in as their own kid. She got emancipated and everything. It was last year. Yeah. I don't I love my kid no matter what. That wouldn't matter to me. Um, very sad though. It's very sad though, but it happens. But she is doing so good now. And she still gets to go to the same high school. She's actually doing better. And my friend that took her in, like, basically wants to adopt her now. So they're trying to figure out how to do that. They got a lawyer and everything. I mean, even though she's emancipated, she's on her own, but what a gift. Yeah. And the other parent that did it, they have a son and 2 daughters. So now she's the 3rd. No, she wasn't thriving, and I'm actually kinda surprised that I think she has, it's still her brother. She has a younger brother, but I I don't, like, know them, their family, but I still see the kid at my son's school, but and my son says he's, like, a real sad kid, mom. Mhm. Yeah, very toxic. But, the girl's doing really well, and she's a senior this year, so she got a scholarship to a college. I forget where, but, like, full paid because she's really gonna go far. I think she wants to be a veterinarian. Yeah. I don't know all the deets on that, but I just know that the last year hurt people, yeah. It's true. That's super true. And then too, like, not only do they hurt people, they're, like, emotionally unavailable for their kids. It's terrible, but some hurt people do everything possible to help people, correct. Yeah, not all hurt people actually, that's what I was gonna say is not all people that have been hurt people, but I know what you're saying, like, the people have not healed, and it's like a pattern too, I think. I found I don't know, it's a pattern thing where they could be doing good for a long time and then whoops. Yeah. But I'm no therapist or anything. I've gone to therapy, it's the best thing I could have ever done for myself. Because then I learned, like, "Oh, man, I'm alright." I'm, like, kinda uh, things aren't that bad. "What's up, Agra? How you doing?" "Hey, Alaras." I don't know, I feel like that. Yeah, exactly. It's also a lot of it's, like, influence and environment. If you're around people that are just constantly negative and just shitty people, you're gonna probably go down that same road, but if you, like, change your surroundings and the people you, hang out with to more positive and goal achievers and people that are successful, more successful than you actually end up thriving more so in that area. It's proven, like, by so many people. It is. Like, I know, like, my group of friends is different than my group of friends when I was 20 years old. I have a couple of those friends still, but they're doing extremely well. And then I have some friends that are just, like, major, like, successful people. I love to be around them because it really, like, motivates me so much more. Yeah. Hello, Crystal. Hey, Sandra. But, some people don't see that. They don't see that as being real, you know? A lot of people don't see that. And even family too. You have family that's negative all the time, you're probably gonna absorb a lot of that. Me, if someone's I'm this is how I am now. I love positivity because I know it can change. Auntie Bananas. Um, I just know when I'm hearing somebody and I'm having a conversation, like, I'm more of a realist, but if the person's like, I notice constantly just negative, 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 everything's a negativity kinda, I'm out. I'm out. I don't wanna waste my time on that. Yeah. Listen and let it go. I listen to a lot of, like, podcasts while I'm doing other things, and, it helps too a lot, especially when it's, like, a positive one or just a funny one. Yeah. How are you doing? Did you have a nice holiday? What's up, brother blood? But, you gotta I don't know, I feel like you gotta do a lotta I don't know. During the pandemic, I did a lot of soul searching and healing, and it was the best thing ever. I did actually watch a lot of TikTok, the healing side of it. You gotta watch out though, because a lot of people pretend they're like psychologists and all that, but it taught me some lessons actually. Yeah, it was actually a good thing. Not and just very interesting what you absorb. And then I was reading this book. Where is that book? It's like positive mindset book. It had some great values in there that I absorbed big time. What's up, Denise? Hey, McNarf. Migsnarf. There you go. I said it. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like positivity is important. That's why, like, that's why, like, my streams, even since I started on Whatnot, that I want them to be that way. And hey, of course, real life happens, things happen, bad shit happens, but that's why I always kept this like a safe space, you know, real talk, safe space. And not like I know that we all go through stuff, but I always want to keep it like on the right across. Well, wait, where's the even? The even mark of the screen is probably about right here. And always that whole thing of you never know what someone's going through on the other side of the screen, right? We just never ever know. Hold on one sec. Welcome in, friends. So what time is your show, Madison, tomorrow? Speaking of positive. Thanks for sharing what you folks shared. I appreciate it. Setting your goals. I know it's quiet tonight. All right, wait. Where's my screen thing at? Oh, 1:15. Okay, we're probably gonna rate Kenzer. What's up? Does anybody sleep? Is anybody sleep? Or you got, or is everybody a real insomniac? How long does the sellers class take? What sellers class? Oh, the onboarding? It's like 45 minutes, give or take. Yeah, I never sleep. You never sleep, really? I got late night munchies and had to raid the kitchen. Ooh, what'd you get? Yeah, if you're gonna apply to be a seller, or you already got an appointment for it, right? It's like 45 minutes. They pretty much like do a slideshow, basic, it's kind of like basic info. And so, um, have you applied yet? Not yet? Let me know if you need a link. I'll give it to you. It's like a referral code. It'll help you maybe get it faster. I don't know. Okay. So it's 30 minutes slideshow, kind of common sense, but they will not talk about the shipping details. You're going to have to learn all that on your own. And then they open it up for about 15. They keep sending you a link. Yeah. Okay. I'll send you one because then it'll be, so then they open it up for a 15-minute Q&A, and then that's it. So I redid my onboarding just to see what it was like. There was 7 people in it, and they didn't talk about shipping at all. I didn't ask any questions because I think the person who did it knows me on here already. Yeah, you sleep, but your brain only turns off when it wants to. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to just let people get signed up and onboarding, but I don't know how they're doing the onboarding now. Someone told me they just watched a video and that was it, and then they went to selling. But they just go for like basic stuff. Yeah, I think so too. Because I wanted to test something with it. Um, yeah. So that's good that you want to do that. Oh, they did? Well, it's in the app. Like if anybody's a buyer on the app, there's a thing on there that says, click here and you can sell. My goal this year is to clear out stuff and reorganize. Good. I love that goal. At the mine, I wanted to clean my shed at the end of the year, and I did do it. I still want to get rid of more stuff. You've been having wild dreams lately? It's been fun most nights. Oh, those kind of dreams. Yeah. That's what I'll do. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's not. No, no, I wouldn't get the promotion one, no. That was only one time. I only took it because Whatnot, I'm in this, what do you call it? Community host program. So I get one show a month sponsored by Whatnot. And basically what they do is they they give me shipping money, they give me merch to give away, and then they boost my show for that chat show, which is on Tuesday, into like 3 categories instead of 1. And I wanted to like make sure like when I'm doing my chat shows, I was up to date with what they're talking about onboarding. So I asked, "Hey, can I do onboarding again? Because I just want to just see if anything changed." Absolutely nothing changed. But I just felt like from my perspective was they're not giving enough information to the new sellers. But if you think about it, in 30 minutes, you can't teach some, even if they had an hour, you can't teach people everything. People have to come here knowing a little bit of stuff or be willing to learn it. You're holding on to way too much. Then this past year you bought so much, you've gotta purge. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, I wanted to just review it because when I get new sellers that come and ask me a lot of questions, I mean, I know the answers. I can't know every answer, but I just wanted to make sure, like, I'm in alignment with, what I've been talking about this whole time, plus with whatnot. And it was great. But they didn't give me like, any I didn't get any promotions for it. But yeah, it's hard like on whatnot, because the deals are so good to not buy. But last year, I didn't buy anything for 6 months at all. That's crazy because I usually buy. And I had too much stuff. And anymore, like, I mean, I have all my knickknacks and things I need to sell. So my goal is to basically get rid of all this inventory and really have everything in my shed and build out part of my shed as a selling station and then try to go live a little bit more this year in locations like in my dealers warehouses. They've already given me the green light. There's only one of them that has terrible internet in the building, so I may just bring stuff, because there's like so many things. What's up, Wabbit Hole? But you gotta do one thing at a time. You see the ultimate goal, and then you have to decide, okay, right now, this month is what I want to work on. So, like, maybe for this month, hey, what's up, Bumble Sunshine? Maybe for this month, like, I'm gonna try to move some of this vintage glass, the vintage decor stuff, because that's really what I started selling here, even though I got approved for cards. But I am gonna do some card shows, so that's the big one this month. I'm not gonna think about. Excuse me. Here comes the yawns. I'm not gonna think about, like, anything else. It's just one thing at a time. And then the other thing I started working on this month was, even though I list, what happens when I sell it? Am I gonna be able to find the item? So I have a really good inventory system in my shed. I just have to go through it and make sure because I added some things and I didn't inventory the location. You're excited to see the card collection? It's nothing fancy. It's just I had just cards in a box. So it's not my true collection. Those are all gone. Um, but some of it I don't even know what's in there. So I'm gonna be just as surprised. What's up, Factor Fiction? My original card collection was freaking smoking. I mean, that's a regret I have that I had sold that. Surprise. All right, good night. Sweet dreams. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. And you're on day 5 now. Remember what I said. And have some more crazy dreams. And don't eat before bed. That makes it happen. Yeah, I have a lot. I have 100 and something thousand. It's overwhelming. I think that's why I just delayed doing a show. It's so many cards. And I was like, because I've done a couple shows already, and I was like, how many weights did you buy? A lot. I regret, yeah, buying those. I think I think like when you're I think a lot of people, like what I've noticed is people love the deal. So if they're going to an estate sale, a thrift shop, whatever it is, and now whatnot or whatever and it's the dopamine hit. Getting a good deal. That feels good. And then you get it and you're like, what was I buying this for? Right? You have tons of them. That's what you're doing wrong. You just ate some guy. Maybe. It, but I think that's really what it is. And then, or sometimes it's because like another thing of it is that maybe like the way you grew up, you didn't have things. And then when you grow up, you get the things and then you don't do nothing with the things. You're the same way. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people do that. They wanted it as a kid, but they can never have it. But then they get it and then they don't even do shit with it. Like, I have a couple of things, like a couple of cameras I wanted. I don't use them all the time like I did, and I'm just like, they're sitting there. Or like, I got that new camera, right? The new little one. And oh, nice. I'm so glad you got it, Denise. Thank you. Um, I was trying to think what other one. Oh, my GoPro. Okay, I have my GoPro. It's a little older. It's like an 8, but it still works super good. And I was like, I'm not even using that anymore. It's still a great camera, but I literally am like, I think I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna bundle it up. I have so much GoPro stuff that I'm just gonna bundle it up and probably sell it. I have to figure out what I have into it and then do some math. I still have all the boxes for all of it and everything. So many accessories. That's your dad? Yeah. But I think for a lot of people, they do that. And then we have access. Like, why do I have 400 cameras? I don't need all that. So that's why I decided to part away with my camera. I kept a few. I have like one good one here, another one, but I was just like, I'm not even using that one. So I'm gonna definitely. You want a new cam too? Did you ever get your I just found a cassette player. I have to test it. Did you ever get your cassette player, your Walkman? I found one in I have a Walkman bin, and I just didn't put batteries in to check it yet, but it was a mega base. I have to look. But I don't know, I just don't wanna have so much stuff anymore. I wanna have, like, my camera bag, like, my professional bag. I have 2 cameras in it, I have all the cables and everything all linked up. I can pick that bag up and drop it in the car, and I'm ready to go for a photo shoot. Your dad collects projects and useful things he once bought out in the city because he wanted one thing and they offered it all. Yeah, not yet, I'm so undecisive which one I want. Oh, okay, you want mirrorless or what? I bought a huge amount of vintage buttons too because I know, it's isn't it crazy? And then the next thing, what's next? And then the next thing and the next thing. Pretty soon you have like a room full of stuff. I don't actually what's crazy is in my house, the only thing that I have that's like stuff is this area right here. Behind me is like a bookcase from here down, so it's all books and things. And then that's like cameras and tchotchkes and shit. Yeah. Like but in the rest of the house, do I have oh, and I have my little table like on this side of me. But there's nothing under it. I took everything into my shed. Next thing you know, you'll have 80s in the room, right? Yeah, make some button flowers. Hey, cat, I got a whole bin full of buttons right there. I'm gonna do something with them actually. The librarian at my kid's old school, she makes sensory drawers and she puts all the buttons together and then they're all different sizes and textures and colors. And then the kids can play with them without messing them up. I don't know how she keeps it so organized. Yeah. Um, well, when you become a seller, you can sell them to Thrifted Baubles. Heather, she'll make button flowers. She makes those. You sell them to her off your hands. Yeah. You were thinking of decorate. Oh, that's cool. Thinking about it. Are you gonna do it? You got to do it. I slow down on thrifting too. It's not cost effective here. It's not. And when I do go, it's hit or miss. Sometimes I find it, sometimes I don't. Everything's expensive. I went the other day, I was looking for a picture frame, a certain type. I wanted, like a black museum, the thicker frame, and so I went to my thrift shop, and they have so many frames, but they're kinda messed up, and I found one. It was $10. It was a 4 by 6, 10 bucks. I went to Michael's and got one for, like, $3. You sell books and buy tons of stuff, think I'm gonna sell or a great deal, and then what happens? You don't. Will I really do it? Don't know. Might sell them off, but, the thing is, I think too, a lot of us do this, is we get it and we got all these craft supplies and everything, and then when we could do it, we have it all there. Otherwise, if we decide to do a craft, we go to the craft store, it's 50 bucks. Easy, right? Yeah. Mhm. Like, the one thing I got yeah, I am too. I'm picky with the thrifting now. I really take the extra time, like, looking at if it's a knickknack to make sure it doesn't have a chip on it or any damage. What's up, Michael Tyler? Hey, Trotter. Hey, Take Estates Jewelry Box. Welcome in. I really spend time looking at it, and then I always have my black light. But I always look at it because sometimes I'll buy something because I'm like, "Oh, that's really pretty," or, "Hey, it's that's a Fenton," and then I get home and I didn't look at it good enough, and there's a chip on it. So I'm really and this has been over a year and a half I've done that, but real particular about and I tend to not buy them at the thrift shop because usually the prices are crazy. You drive all around this yeah, because you can't go to one. I have, like, about 12 or 15 I go to. The one okay, so the one I like that used to be my honey hole, they sold, and they had about ten stores. Um, and the new owners, they're terrible. They go to the other thrift shops and buy all the cheap stuff, put it in their store for, like, 10 times the price, and then they've changed it. They used to have so many collectibles that were really cool in this one area. Now they literally have nothing but vintage, and I showed you guys one night the prices. They had, like, a boxing mask, boxing gloves from, like, the 1920s for, like, $1,800. Yeah, their prices were crazy, and that's fine if they do that. Put it online. Mhm. Yeah. Well, the one girl who's the manager has been there for 27 years because the old owners were amazing. They would have, like, iPads in there for 10 bucks. No, they're still there. I gave them an offer, and they were like, "Yeah, no, we're gonna be able to sell it." So my offer was, like, 6 months ago. They still have it. So when they come back to me, I'm gonna lowball them. 'Cause they had their chance. Yeah. It's still no one's gonna buy it. No one's gonna buy it. It's way too much for that neighborhood. They just won't. No, they're super greedy. They might get somebody coming to buy it, but not for 1,800. They had another mask, and those items never go on sale. Yeah, once a year. Yeah, they've raised everywhere. And, like, certain thrift shops I don't shop at really. I'll go in and check it out every now and then, but I rarely like Goodwill, I never find anything. I used to find all you know what I used to like to get there is they would have electronics sometimes, really good deals on them, like cameras. Now, I never find cameras in there because they go to their website and, they have their app, so their app tells the employees if it's green light or red light, and if it's green light, it goes to the main warehouse, the regional warehouse to be put on their domain site where they sell. Anything else is in the store is luck. But usually or it's a big bulky item. Yeah, I know. Now some places I watch other people that, like, go thrifting all the time and they make YouTube videos, and I'm like, "How is that?" Like, for example, Goodwill, so cheap. Over here in California, it'd be like 18 bucks, and then they've got, like, a 3.99 tag on it. I don't understand that. If they're using the same system, but I think all the stores are different, I don't really know all the yeah, it's well, I think too because of I think here, like, supply and demand, that they look at eBay. Yeah, because 'cause I've gone to a ton of different GWs, and they aren't the highest price, though. Yeah, it depends on the person looking it up. A lot of times now they've got well, they used to hire people that, like, do it, but now that they have their own app that they could scan everything with it's getting expensive. I mean, everywhere it is. I mean, let's face it, billionaires own the company, so they're gonna put it at the highest possible price. Well, and also too, a lot of people are reselling. That's just a big, huge side hustle that I know. You understand that a lot maybe 15 years ago there wasn't that many people doing reselling. So you made more profit because there was more stuff to source. Now that people are realizing it, a lot of people are doing like Facebook Marketplace, they're doing whatnot, they're selling on YouTube, there's so many opportunities that why would they give it away to a thrift shop when they could sell it themselves? I see it all the time now. You watched a YouTube video recently on the Rose Bowl? Yeah, but Rose Bowl has always been expensive. Rose Bowl's always been expensive. Like, I used to go there, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe 20. I've been going for a long time on and off. And 1, it's expensive to get in there, and 2, it's like people want, like, retail. But I used to buy a lot of ephemera there and get a really good deal. Oh, yeah, it's today, huh? You going? I know, I'm gonna plan to go, like, in a couple months, maybe April, May. Plus, there's more people, less stuff. Yeah, so many more flippers out there. It's people hard to source online. Yeah. No, good. Don't go. I know, I think Long Beach is today too. I think Long Beach is today too. Um, no, I think it's the 19th. Hello, Lauren, welcome in. 3rd Sunday. Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's the 19th. I like Long Beach too, 'cause sometimes it's a hit or miss. Sometimes you'll find people that are like resellers having a booth and they want money, but sometimes you'll find a few people vendors there that they just rented a spot and they have all kinds of good stuff for cheap. And if you can find an estate, there's estate websites. Yeah. If you can find some estates, it's kinda better sometimes to buy it because you buy a bunch of bulk. I have one that I go to, and they do pop-ups wherever the house is doing an estate sale, and they don't advertise at all. You have to know how to find them, and then they have an auction site, and you gotta get approved for it and all this. And so I get approved, I don't know, like 3 years ago, and, if you win an auction, then what they do is they have a sale 2 days before the auction ends, and you could go and buy the stuff, but they have, like, these bags. They're small, and you fill the bag for, like, 10, sometimes $5. I went to a couple that was $5. I fit so much stuff in the bag, and the lady who was pricing everything hadn't priced everything yet, so the guy that was in the back, he was, like, the manager, he's like, "Oh, yeah. How many bags do you have?" I said, "I have, like, 3." He goes, "Okay, well, today's $5." "What's up, Andy?" I know, I did too when Brooke was talking. I was like, right here at the desk. And, anyways, I filled up with it. What was at that estate sale? Oh, it was a ton of, like, Wades, and it was a ton of, oh, no, that wasn't the Wade one. Anyway, it was just a bunch of glass. I think it was paperweights. I filled those bags up. There was so much good stuff there. I found some silver, Waterford crystal, silver flatware. Beautiful. I actually kept that set for myself. And when I finished, I had these 3 bags full of stuff. Like, it was so heavy. And I brought tissue paper in the bag so I could wrap up like anything super fragile. So anyway, then the guy told me, yeah, all the stuff, but he goes, get it before she comes. So I did. And then when she came over, she was trying to get it from me. He goes, no, we already told her she could fill the bags. She was so pissed. But I mean, I did get a lot of good stuff at that estate sale, and it cost me $25, I think. Yeah, and I've sold everything's gone. I think there was only one thing I kept. I got a pretty big paperweight. Yeah, did you have a nice nap? And then I went to another one like that by this company, and it was a camera sale. And if you filled the bag, it was $25 this time because they changed the price. I got so much cool stuff, and that I all sold actually. Yeah. Welcome in, friends. So, but it's not a home run every time. The last few that I went to, I was trying to, yeah, the camera one was a good one. Mostly I picked up, probably filters. They had a lot of filters, I just filled a bag with them, and they were all, like, expensive ones. And I got 1 camera, but the camera, The camera was the camera I think it was a Polaroid. It was like a mini, I don't know, was it the Fuji Instax? That's what it was. I had to think about it. One of the kids has it. That's what happens. They steal it from me. But like, I don't know. I went to the like I said, I went to the last two, no three, nothing. I didn't even fill a bag. But I like to win their auctions because sometimes the auctions has good stuff, but the more people in the area find about the auction, then they bid it up, and it's just crazy. And actually, the first time I went to their sale, I won something, and who's in line in front of me is my freaking dealer. My dealer's in front of me, and I'm like, "What are you doing here?" And she's like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Following you." Yeah. So then we made a pact, which was cool. If we win something and one of us is going, we'll text each other, and she's like, "Hey, can you pick up my win?" Or vice versa. So last time, I told her she asked me if I was going to this one estate, and I said, "I am. I won a couple of items." She goes, "Yeah, you beat me. I thought I saw your name." So I changed my name. And then, so I picked up her win, and then I had her win in my purse forever. She goes, "Just keep it." And I go, "No," because I every time I went to go deliver it, she was never there. So anyway, I took it to her. I said, "I don't want it." It was like it was some nice jewelry she won, but more like vintage costume. Yeah. Welcome in, friends. All right, what time are we at? I think we might call it a night since we're just hanging out bullshitting. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. I know it's that insomniac hour. So we'll get through one more night and then we're 218, right? Is that what I said? Yeah, 218. I feel like it's wrong, but that's what it says. And I guess that's what I'm gonna go with. Oh, well, it sounds like they have a problem. They got to figure out, they got to shift. You have to always pivot in this business, in any business. If it's not working, you got to do something else. Yeah. The only time anybody should have an attitude is they can kick their own ass because they're not doing something right. And a lot of times, I don't know. I haven't seen anybody too bad, but I've seen people get mad that it didn't sell for what they wanted. Well, run it for the price you want or list it or whatever. Yeah. I mean, you can't be mad at the buyer. They're waiting for you to run the item. And if you're running it too high, they might not bid on it. But if you're running it too low, they're going to be there. And usually, if you're running it low and you're new, another reseller is going to buy it and sell it and make more money off it because that's how it works every time. All right, friends, I'm going to pick someone to raid. As a buyer, it's so uncomfortable when the seller does that. Yeah. I don't understand that. Um, I don't understand why people do that. I think they really they wanna take a chance and run it at a buck. A buck is as a seller, that's a terrible decision, especially if you're a small seller and just starting out. If you're a big seller and you have the room for it, you're not always guaranteed to get that bid up, so I've seen coin sellers do that, and then it sells for a dollar and you could hear 'em. Mhm. And I'm not doing that because the time I have to take to pack the item and ship it and the packing materials, I'm paying you at least $5 to take my item. Yeah, but if big sellers who are volume sellers do this, that's their business. I just can't do it. Yeah. I won't do it actually. They do freak out, but it's like I feel like it's karma. It's like, well, you took a chance. Like if I took a risk and I ran something for a buck, that would be on me. And I might say to the person, like, if it only sells for a dollar, "Hey, congratulations, you got a great deal on that," and then keep going, but not like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it sold for a dollar." That's just not me, because I took the chance, and it's not my buyer who won's fault, it's my own. Yeah. I know that people do that, and I'm just like and they just go crazy, yeah. Exactly. I would definitely, contact Whatnot on that. I know, I see that often. Oh, Bay Winter, I know. Well, you come here anytime, I don't scream at anybody, there's no yelling, I'm pretty chill in the late night. If I'm doing, like, one of those crazy 10-minute raid trains, then I might get excited, but it's definitely not yelling. You get blocked for that. Yeah, I don't understand the yelling, but it works for some sellers. So I'm totally not gonna be like, um, "I can't believe they do that." I'm more like, "That's interesting." It's marketing, it creates excitement and hype shows, I guess they call them. Yeah. Yeah, no screaming, no yelling. That to me is, like, toxic, I just can't do it. As long as they're not, like, negative, yeah. I think you missed telling us some part of that, but again, also never tell us who blocked you. I never wanna know. "Hey, Lisa, how you doing?" Yeah, I need, like, good vibe, good positive. If they're negative and I'm really not into look, I know we all got stuff going on, but I'm not into going into one of those shows. Oh, man, that is not right. Going into a show where they're, like if they're starting out and then right away it's like that whole pity bid thing where, "Oh, we're having a hard time." And I understand a lot of people are, but it's like there's so many nice people on the app that get taken advantage of those kind of sob stories, and I get it. I get it. People do wanna help. Yeah, they make you feel bad. I just can't go on those shows. Um, mm, I'm good, thank you. You're alright? Well, nice to see you. Yeah, I don't know. That's just me, though. People can do whatever they want in their shows, that's the beauty of it. You just never know when someone's really telling the truth about, like, their fundraiser or things like that. So I don't get involved in any of those anymore. I don't promote them in my shows at all. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, but I don't it's like onward and upward. If somebody wants to share their whole life in their stream, that's totally okay. I don't do that. I mean, we talk about whatever. Yeah, but it's not. Anyways, well, let's see. We're at I'm really messed up in my days. Sunday. So I'll be on tonight. I think I'm gonna raid now. I appreciate all the input and all the sharing here always. And for you hanging out. You could be sleeping. Mm. Have a great Sunday. Have a good time organizing. I do know that sundae, an ice cream sundae sounds delicious. It does sound delicious. We went out for like a boba, and I got a. I'll tell you about my dessert. It's been trying to be good and not eat so much sweets, but I got the perfect dessert. So it was a egg waffle cone at the boba place. So it was like a square in a cup, and then two fat, huge scoops of coffee ice cream, and then some chocolate drizzle. And then I got M&Ms, but I knew they'd be too rich, so they were in a cup on the side. And then I got mango boba, popping boba. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Pregnancy cravings. The egg waffles were so good. Oh, and the egg waffle was filled with Nutella. I forgot that part. It was good. Then my husband decides to order the yeah, it was good. He decided to order the and I know the owner, right? So check out what happened. So he orders coffee ice cream, and then he orders the taiyaki, the fish with Nutella or no custard in it, right? And the girl that was making it was she was not trained. I could say a lot of things, but she didn't have like work experience. You could tell. So she made his like really crappy. And then when he went to pick it up, the whole freaking fish fell out. And there was no custard in. He was just like, and she just stared at him. She didn't even, she started doing something else and just ignored him. I was like, oh, her customer service, she hasn't learned yet. And so the owner came and she's like, saw us and she was like, hi. And she's real nice. And she's like, everything good? And I'm like, well, his fish just like fell out of the cup when she handed him and she just went and walked away. It was weird. So she's like, I'm going to make him another one. And I said, I think we're missing mine, but it might be cooling because that waffle thing, it gets hot. You know what she did? So then mine came, mine was, he's like, oh my gosh, yours is huge. His was like in a different cup, like a water, not the ice cream cup because it's like a little bowl. It was like in a water drinking cup. So she remade both of them. Um, she brought it over to our table, and then our son he didn't want that. He wanted like Yogurtland. So we're like, we'll take you after. Then he changed his mind because he was being moody, I think. And she brought out and gave the kids both each a Hello Kitty keychain, that she sells there for like 15 bucks a piece. She gave them each one of those. And then she started talking to me because she knew me for a long I knew her. We're her first customers actually when they opened up. And anyways, she's a sweet lady. Her and her sister, they own this boba place, and they're just so nice. But I had posted a bunch of social media stuff for her, like when they first started and helped them out. I showed them how to post and things. And so she didn't forget that. And she's like, you're always so nice and helpful. So I wanted to give your kids something. I was like, that was really nice. Yeah. And then she made my husband a whole new ice cream. After he ate the first one, she brought him a whole other. That was really nice. I know. She's a sweet lady. We go there a lot. I don't see her that often because usually she has a bunch of high school kids running it. I think she's in the back office now. Yeah, and then the girl's like, "You know the owner?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know her and her sister." What's up, Dan? Hey, shopping. Yeah, that was just a really nice. It was like it's a treat to see her because she has like this like she's working her butt off. She's working really hard to have this business, and she just has this joy that like comes out. And then a while back, I said to her, "You need to be selling like plush in here and keychains and things." And she started selling those too. Yeah, she sells them like crazy. So she has like some Pokemon plush and things, and she has like a lot of Hello Kitty stuff now. Oh no way, that's great. I should tell my friend. She lives out there. She lives in the port. You know the port. Well, I mean, I think everybody does, but yeah, that's funny. Well, like I said, I was gonna raid, so I'm gonna head now. It's figured 2 hours, 2 hour, almost 2 hours, not quite. So, like I said, everybody, good night, sweet dreams. I'm gonna actually let Whatnot. I think tonight. Pick for me. Oh, yeah, tonight I forgot. That's funny. Is that what it means? I know, I'm so glad you came and hang out. I hope you get some sleep. Let's go, you know what I feel like going to? Because I know you guys like chill and no yelling, right? You guys want hype show or no yelling? Let's go to a very kickback. This lady is very sweet. She's having her own dance party. Good night, friends. Alrighty, let's do it. We're gonna go to Vault of Interesting because she is fun, and she's chilled. It's kind of like techno music. She doesn't like yell at all. All right, good night. I will see you guys tonight at some point. All right, sweet dreams. Goodbye, my peeps.